Hey there fellow travellers, welcome back to the Departure Brief, your go-to channel for budget travellers seeking epic global adventures. My name's Matt and today we're diving into the heart of Taiwan's capital, Taipei, exploring the bustling streets for 3 days without burning a hole in your wallet. At the Departure Brief we're all about affordable travel, finding hidden gems and having epic local experiences. Thanks for that. So if that sounds like you, make sure you subscribe and enjoy the video. Now, let's talk Taipei. In this video, we'll be unveiling the best kept secrets, the tastiest local treats, and the most breathtaking views, all while staying true to your budget. Alright, so first impressions wandering around the streets of Taipei it's very impressive. It's obviously a big city. It's got a very similar feel to Tokyo and Bangkok and even Melbourne. Today we start with culture. Behind me is Longshan Temple, a temple dedicated to Guanyin, the Buddhist temple of mercy. It's one of the most significant religious sites in Taiwan, and it's where we'll begin this itinerary. Longshan Temple is a free attraction, but consider leaving a small donation to help with the temple's upkeep. People are drawn to its intricate architecture and serene atmosphere, and an opportunity to witness traditional religious practices. Let's go take a look. Wow, you can see it's really popular. Things I love about it already, I love the bow roof. I think that looks real cool. That little bonsai tree there, and how they've created an atmosphere with the waterfall. Really cool spot. Let's go check out the inside. I love temples like this where in the background you can see how it's traditional and new mixed. Old temple, newer building. Old temple, newer building, old temple. When you visit, it's an absolute blend of tourists and people there for religious practices. It's cool to see. Okay, Longshan Temple, definitely one of the better ones in the world. Very active, very cool to see. Definitely would recommend for your Taipei itinerary. Now, let's go have some lunch. For lunch, we're heading to Chung Flour rice noodle to try their signature dish, the rice noodle soup. This place has been serving this famous dish since 1975 and it's a local institution, so we have to try it out. The locals say it's a must because of the simplicity and the taste of the noodles, and it's simply a must try for anyone visiting Taipei, offering a true taste of Taiwanese local food. Let's go check it out. So this is Chung, obviously popular. I was hoping for no line, but unlucky, mate. Let's go find the back of it. Hello, large rice noodle soup, one? Yep.
Thank you.
So I've got the famous rice noodle dish. That's the line there. It's got even further. Let's try some. Bloody delicious. Right now I'm heading to Shilling Night Market, a true treasure in Taipei. Apparently it's a vibrant night market full of many colourful stalls and heaps of beautiful tastes. Talk about a dense crowd, there is people absolutely everywhere. The key to being a budget-friendly traveller while at a market, especially a street food market, is not overeating on one thing. Spread your budget across a few different things. That way you can sample a heap of the local dishes, at a fraction of the cost. Okay, so I found some street food. Got a sausage here, no bread. You hold it like this and twist to bring it up. Because if you look at it, the bun is actually another sausage. So really, it's 3 sausages in one. One rice sausage, which is the bread, and one normal sausage. Okay, so that was delicious. The sausage was beautiful, and having a rice sausage was definitely a new experience, but very hard to eat. Whoopsie. Good morning, team. Today we start day 2 with a nice morning hike. We're hiking to the top of Elephant Mountain in the hopes of getting great views over the city of Taipei. Getting PTSD flashbacks to Annapurna Base Camp track. Lots of stairs. Made it. So we've started day 2 with a breathtaking hike up Elephant Mountain. At the top it offers panoramic views of Taipei's skyline. And here's the best part, it's absolutely free. Imagine trekking through lush trails, reaching the summit and being rewarded with a view that feels like it's straight out of a postcard, all before lunchtime. Plus it's a fantastic spot for budget conscious travellers looking to connect with nature and capture stunning photos without spending a dime. So for lunch, I've come to Addiction Aquatic Development. Addiction Aquatic Development started as a seafood wholesaler, but has since expanded into a multi-level complex offering fresh seafood, sushi, and gourmet groceries all under one roof. Let's see what they have to offer. This is definitely the place to be if you're a seafood enthusiast. You can feast on a whole heap of fresh seafood, shellfish, and sushi. Just trying to get my bearings and work out how it all works. What I can gather is like it's a cross between a grocery store and a buffet. You can pick up your seafood groceries here, or you can literally eat them here. Let's go find out what I'm having for lunch. So I'm inside the Addiction Aquatic Development building now. I've decided to go for the stand-up sushi. In a bid to save a bit of money, you know, you still get to try high quality seafood without the hefty bill of a restaurant tab on your hands. Let's see how it tastes. Absolutely delicious. One of the best things about this place is the accessibility to high quality seafoods at reasonable prices. It's not just a meal, it's an adventure into Taipei's culinary soul. And from one budget traveller to the next, it's important to find places like this where you can relish exquisite meals without the guilt of overspending. That lunch was absolutely delicious. Right now, I'm walking to an absolute hidden gem of Taipei. I hope it pays off. Check this shit out. Whoa! I always wondered what it would be like to be near the back of a plane while it was actually moving. You could feel it rumbling in the air and through the ground when it touches the runway. Like I can feel it in my chest. Oh my God. It makes a bit of wind. Unfortunately, the rains have started to set in here in Taipei, and I'm absolutely ravenous, so I'm heading to the Ra'o night market. The Ra'o night market is one of the oldest night markets in Taipei. The locals love it for its traditional atmosphere, so let's go see what we can find. Every night the Ra'o market sees bargain hunters and food enthusiasts flock in from all around the world. Just a few steps into the market and you can see it's quite charming. Lots of flavors around. I can't wait to try some of the local Taiwanese cuisines here. Good morning team, welcome to day 3 of the Taipei itinerary. Today we're starting with a stroll in the 228 Peace Memorial Park. Then we will be heading to the quaint Treasury Hill Artist Village. And then we'll finish at the Big Dance, the biggest night market in Taipei, the Shilling night market. Pro tip, a barista made coffee at a cafe will cost you $9 Australian or 180 to 185 new Taipei dollars. Taipei seems to be one of the only places in the world where Starbucks is the cheaper option. $6. Let's go have a great day. Visiting Peace 228 Peace Memorial Park is a great way to learn about the history of Taiwan and their people. 228 Peace Memorial Park is a haven for history and tranquility. Here you can learn about Taiwan's past and marvel at the art installation. Best part, it's absolutely free. It's also a gentle reminder that budget travel isn't just about cost cutting. It's about immersing yourself in the cultural fabric of a place without having to spend a fortune. 228 Peace Memorial Park was established to commemorate the victims of the 1947 February 28 incident, a turning point in Taiwan's history. The one thing this park is lacking is English descriptions on their monuments and art pieces. So what I'll do is I'll put together a guide on my website that you can use for the memorial part, which will have English descriptions for all the monuments and art pieces. I'll also briefly touch on the history of the February 28 incident. So when you visit the park, you'll have a greater understanding of what it's all about, really. So check the description of this video for a link to that post. One thing I really like about being here, and it's the same with visiting parks in Tokyo and other major cities around the world, is that although it's evident that you're surrounded by a city, it's very tranquil, very peaceful, and you can see locals just going about their day. Some are doing their morning commute to work through the park, some are just taking a casual stroll, and some are just sitting and having a peaceful moment for themselves. It's cool to see the locals in environments like this, and it's cool to get out of the hustle and bustle of the city. So that was 228 Memorial Park. Now we are heading to the Artist Village. What a great way to start the day. Strolling through nature, surrounded by history, coffee in hand. Highly recommend. Treasure Hill. About 8 minutes. Let's do it. Okay, so Treasure Hill is about 100 meters this way, after you get out of the jungle. A quick note on the history of Treasure Hill Artist Village before we get down there. It used to be a military dependence village back in the 1940s, but since the early 2000s, it's been transformed into a hub for artists. Why it's popular with the locals so much is because it showcases a synergy between history and contemporary art. For travellers, it offers a unique glimpse into Taipei's creative scene, allowing travellers like us to interact with local artists, explore galleries, and participate in workshops. The village's serene atmosphere and artistic charm and the opportunity to engage with the creative process make it a beloved destination for art enthusiasts and curious travellers alike. So when you first walk into Treasure Hill, you might be scratching your head trying to work out what the hell is actually going on here. From what I could tell though, it's just a small village with a lot of alleyways and a lot of buildings, and each building has its own story and its own history and its own family that's moved here at some point in time. The best thing to do would be to just allocate a couple hours of time, come here, pick up a English guide at the front entrance, just wander around and have a look at different houses that call out to you. Right now I'm following the crowds to Taipei's biggest and oldest night market, the Shilling night market. Since it first started in 1899, it's become known for its culinary and cultural heritage. It's a bustling market and I can't wait to see it. Easily the biggest, definitely the most food options. People everywhere, food everywhere, what's not to love? One thing the Shilling market has that the others don't seem to have had as much so far is other things to do apart from eating. Raho had a few little stalls, but this has like a whole amusement area. Basketball. How are you with a handgun? We got archery coming up, darts, stuff for all the fun skills. Big tick for the Shilling market on this one. Starting with a crab stick with Taiwan salt and pepper on it for 80 new Taiwan dollars. Yummy, very salty. We're off to a great start, but I'm still hungry. So next up, I've got this funky pork and green onion dish. I asked him if it had a special name, and he just said pork and green onion. Now I'm gonna eat this while I watch the sport of ring toss to win alcohol. Epic viewing. That was very filling. Saw lots of kids' toys, one bottle of beer. So on this occasion, the good guys didn't win. The top tier alcohol is still on the top shelf. But that pretty much wraps up the itinerary for Taipei. We did a lot of free activities. That was very budget friendly. We went to 3 different markets. I reckon the Raho market was my favorite, followed by this one. As for budgets, I recorded every single cost to give you a good indication of how much you're gonna need to follow this itinerary and to travel in general in Taipei. I'll display that for you here. If you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate a subscribe. I've got a lot more in store for you as I travel around the world. Till next time.